Are you trying to make money from your gun running bunker in GT Line? But do you hate having to pay for the supplies? What if I told you there was a way to get full supplies for only $7,000? Well, that's what I'm gonna show you guys how to do in today's video. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another GT Online video. So today, or actually this week, we have some gun running bunker stuff going on. And this is of course gonna be very beneficial for this week. But even without these double money or these bonuses and stuff, this is a good thing to know if you are using the gun running bunker to make money. One of the problems with the gun running bunker is in order to get the supplies to actually make the money, you have two options. You can either go get it yourself, which takes forever because you usually have to go across the whole map and you have to drive some slow vehicle. And then you have to do it a couple of times to actually get full supplies, or you can buy the full supplies, but that costs $75,000. And of course, doing that multiple times to get the maximum amount of money from the gun running sale, you know, that's all gonna add up and you're not gonna end up making as much money because you're of course buying the supplies. But there's a way we can trick the system. And that's what I'm gonna show you guys how to do. And it's especially great this week because all of those supplies are actually half off. So normally you'll see this costs $15,000 to resupply. This week, however, it's only going to cost $7,500. So the first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, you have to own a gun running bunker, go in it, and actually make sure the supplies are all the way full. So just for the initial setup, you do have to spend that $75,000. This week, it's actually $3,700 or $37,000. But you do have to spend that at least once. I guess technically if you wanted to, if you didn't want to spend any money, you could just steal the supplies to get it full, but you do need the bar to be full to start. The next step is just wait a couple of minutes until there is a chunk missing from that bar, because of course the supplies are eventually going to run down. We just need it to run down a little bit. Once that supply bar is not full, go ahead and go back into the resupply option. And now you'll notice when you have the option to buy supplies, it's actually much cheaper. You can see it says 15,000 scratched out to be 7,500 this week. And that's of course because we don't need a whole full bar of supplies. It's just going to be buying a little bit amount. But what we're going to do next is turn that 15,000 amount into a full bar. So on this screen, go ahead and buy those supplies for this week, 7,500. And now this is where you have to be relatively quick. I mean, you don't have to be like the quickest, but get out of the chair, go to the start menu, go to the online tab, go to the Rockstar created jobs, then go to missions, and then choose the blow up mission. I think maybe some other missions do work. This is the one I did and it seemed to work perfectly fine. But go ahead and start up this blow up mission. Now, the reason I said you want to be relatively quick is because you do need to start this mission before you get the text saying that the supplies have been delivered. But you should have plenty of time. Usually that text takes like 5 or so minutes. Once you get through all the mission stuff, then when we're actually in the mission, you can start it up solo. Go ahead and go to one of your apartments. Now, they're not going to show up on the map. You're not going to see an icon. Just, of course, remember where they are. I'm going to go to the Eclipse Towers. And when you walk inside, go ahead and head towards the TV. Now, I think before the tuners update, which was a couple months ago, you could simply just watch this TV and you would be fine. You wouldn't get kicked for going AFK. Rockstar actually changed that a bit, so you do have to put a little more effort. We are going to watch the TV, but this time when we're watching the TV, all I did, and I mean, I can't show you guys, but I put a rubber band around my right trigger on my PlayStation remote, like the PlayStation controller. I just wrapped a rubber band around the right trigger. And this seemed to work. I was sitting here for like an hour and a half and I did not get kicked at all. I will, however, say if you do this around, if like you put a rubber band or something around the analog sticks, that might not work. I mean, you can test it yourself, but I actually had the analog sticks turned where my guy was just running in a circle. And for whatever reason, actually about 15 or so, maybe even 20 minutes later, the game just kicked me, like for no reason. It did not even give me the message that, warning, you're idle, you're gonna get kicked. It just straight up kicked me. So maybe doing the sticks like that, maybe that's not gonna work. Like I said, I just had the right trigger sort of pushed down with a rubber band, and that seemingly worked. If anyone knows any other better methods potentially in a contact mission to AFK, let us know in the comment section. But again, watching the TV and having the right trigger held down, that seemingly worked for me. Now, what we're going to do here with the AFK, we're going to be AFKing for about 2-ish hours. The reason we're doing this is because what is happening behind the scenes, while we're AFKing, all those supplies we bought, like the full bar of supplies in the Gunrunning bunker, they'll be used and they'll be put either into the research or the stock level, depending on what you've chosen. And even though it uses it all, when we get out of this mission, you'll see that resupply that we had for only $15,000, if you're not doing it on this week, that will actually give us a whole full bar again. But we do need an AFK for about 2-ish, maybe 3 hours. I forget exactly how long it takes for those full supplies to run out. But this is definitely something you might want to keep an eye out on, because you don't need to be doing this overnight. It kind of just is, I think, a little pointless, because once those supplies that's in your Gunrunning bunker run out, I mean, nothing's going to happen until you quit the mission. So again, I think it's just roughly like 2-ish hours. You're going to be AFKing every time you do this if you want a full bar of supplies. So after about that time, now I actually maybe did it an hour 40 or so, an hour and 30. I don't think I did the full 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and just complete the mission. I mean, you could probably quit it, but if you complete it, you'll get it like a $15,000 payout from it. So, hey, that paid for the supplies. So in essence, this is all kind of free. But when we do go back into free roam, this is where the waiting, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. It takes about 10 minutes before the text gets in that your supplies have been delivered. So you're just going to wait for that. I'm going to actually go into the Gunrunning bunker, and you can see before those supplies get in, most of the supplies I originally had have been used. Again, I didn't go that full like 2-hour limit, so that's why there is still some remaining. So I didn't do this perfectly. But you can see the amount of money has gone up. The supplies obviously have gone down. And now, in like a couple more minutes, look at that, we get the text. And when we head back in to see what has happened, that $15,000, or actually this week, $7,500 supply purchase has now refilled our bar completely. So it is as simple as that. If you're doing Gunrunning bunker stuff, this I think should work. I mean, it should work if you're going for the research. It should also work if you're going for the stock level to make money. You just have to decide what you actually want to do. This week, the research does go a little bit quicker if you want to try that. But yeah, this is how you can get one purchase of supplies, usually only for $15,000, to fill up an entire bar, which normally costs $75,000. So this is a great thing to do. Definitely take advantage of this. I mean, this is something that's been in the game for a very long time, but I wanted to put this out there this week specifically because, of course, we are getting those Gunrunning bunker bonuses. But hopefully this video helps you guys out. The only thing, like I said, if anyone has any other better ideas on how to AFK without holding the right trigger, let us know if there is a way. But it's pretty simple. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.